Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we are back with Sabaton, who have dropped a new track for us. It's the official music video for, gonna butcher it, Livgardet. Again, I always say it with a French accent, even if it's not French, because it's just how it comes out. It's the way it is. So yeah, we have a music video. I think this is going to be for new material. I'm not sure. I just seen that it was released. I don't know if it was on one of their albums. I'm trying to figure that out now. I don't believe it was on the new album, so this is stuff I should probably... Again, this is the thing. It's my weak point, is I should be looking this stuff up beforehand so that I should know these things, but I'm terrible at that. So yeah, it was not on the Great War, so I believe this is new. Completely new. And I'm excited because I'm ready for some new Sabaton, just as much as you guys have been, I'm sure. And I noticed that the last time we did Sabaton on the channel, I haven't been wearing the aviators anymore. I forgot to put them on. And I don't have them with me tonight either. They're out in the car, and it's cold outside. I was going to use a different word in there, but I have to try and not swear as much as possible, because YouTube really cracks down on the swearing nowadays. So, without further ado, and with less of me, not being ready to do this, apparently, let's check out the newest Sabaton.
Mark och hjältemod i en tid av krig det stod. Anor från blott 16 man, rikets äldsta stridsförband. En tid av krig, vart vägen än bär, att beskydda gardets svär. För konung och rike det viger sitt liv. Knä och knä i gardet.
All right.
Kämpat för landsfader vår. Hängiven tjänst i 500 år. Från tåget överbält, stred i Lund på Narvas fält. Det följa ut i
Okay, so I kind of just wanted to let it play out and see how it goes, but I feel like I really do need to bring in the lyrics, so we are going to go back. But it let me really listen to the music to begin with, because I do find I have a hard time when it comes to trying to follow along with the lyrics on screen while there's a music video and they're trying to tell a story with it. So it was cool to be able to just get that out of the way. And hopefully you guys don't mind jumping back. I know that was already like almost 2 minutes in, but I was just trying to kind of like understand everything going on here. So far it's a very, it's very slow build up is the best way we'll say it. I was going to say give me a very simple, but I don't like the word simple because it makes it sound like it's not good. I guess whenever you say the word simple, it doesn't sound like that, because it is. It's a nice slow build up into it with the rolling snare and all that. It feels military-ish whenever you have a snare, obviously for parade and stuff like that, which obviously fits for what is going on the screen. They look like they're all generals discussing tactics, but I have no idea what they were saying. So luckily, I remembered to check for the closed caption, which they do have. I thought I was gonna have to check after, but they do have closed captions on here. So we're gonna restart and go over that one more time. But let's talk about the video first. There's one thing that stuck out to me, and I think it stuck out to me because you know how we always talk about how Sabaton have impressive music videos. They always look so good. And there's one thing that kept sticking out to me on this, is that it was looking good, and then I saw they had blood splatter on their uniforms, but none of them had anything anywhere on their faces or anything, but they had some all over their hats and their uniforms, but they didn't think about putting any type of fake blood on their faces or anything to make it look like it. But maybe it was supposed to represent that they went to war and they wiped off their face, whatever, because they're obviously wherever they fought they're already back from. Maybe they cleaned it off. I think it would have been cool to have it on the face too and all that. The faces were pretty clean, so maybe that was supposed to represent that they already got cleaned up and they were just still wearing their uniforms with blood on it. I don't know, but it just kind of stood out for me. I was like, oh, they got blood everywhere, but they're not on their faces. And also, when he put his gloves down on the table, all I could think to myself was, man, that is the cleanest pair of gloves I've ever seen anyone in any military unit of any kind have after using it in going out in the field or anything like that. Because even today, when we used to go out, for those of you that didn't know, I had served with the Royal Canadian Dragoons, which is one of the armored corps here in Canada. We have 3 different ones. One's in Quebec and another one out west. And this one, the one I was with, is in Ontario and here on the East Coast. And I'm telling you, when we would go out, the gloves I'd bring out with, they're not the same as those, but they get dirty really fast, and you definitely need to clean them right after. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me noticing things in the video. It's not important towards the song, and it's just me nitpicking. But let's continue. Restart, I should say. No, I said snare, it's a hi-hat. It's a hi-hat that he's hitting. My bad.
Vart vägen än bär, att beskydda gardets svär. För konung och rike det viger sitt liv. Knä och knä Livgardet går, kämpat för landsfader vår. Hängivens tjänst i 500 år. Från tåget överbält, stred vi lugnt på Narvas fält. Det följa ut i hjältars spår.
Alright, so it's about the King's Guard. I don't know this part of Sweden's history, so I know you guys can fill me in the comments to whatever I don't get from the song. I'm not even 100% sure what year they would be specified in specifically here, just from this. And plus, a lot of my knowledge from Sweden from when we did Sabaton was like 2 years ago, and unfortunately, if I haven't refreshed or anything like that, so and it hasn't been anything I've had in my daily life since, so there's probably a lot of it that I have lost since then too. So whatever we don't cover in the video, please fill me in the comments afterwards.
Oavsett vem kronan bär, till sin konung trohet lär i en tid av fred det består.
So, seems to be that it's talking about just whatever battle is going on in this time, possibly. Talking about, or maybe just their history in general in this case, of these Kingsguard. Obviously in the video there seem to be talking tactics and disagreeing. And I'm telling you right now, if you spilled a drink and ruined the map you had nowadays, that'd be bad. But yeah, so far it seems to be that. Still, it's very minimalistic musically. Like they're not going too epic, over the top, too much. They're keeping it basically the same guitar riffs going on, with the drums really going with the militaristic kind of sound, like off the hi-hat. Like I said the snare at the start was the hi-hat, really keeping like that kind of feel of, like, if you know what I mean, like it has like that militaristic feel of like when on parade kind of thing going on, which is perfect for a military based song like this. So let's continue, because this song seems to be mostly like based on telling about what I'm understanding to be the Kingsguard, which I could be incorrect on that too, so you can correct me please if I'm wrong. So it's mostly just to tell their story. So I'm interested. I want to see where this finishes off at.
För Sverige i tiden, dit konungen går. De gör vad som synes omöjligt på den framtidens spår. Vart vägen än bär, att beskydda gardets vär. För konung och rike det viger sitt liv. Där att Livgardet står, grundat av landsfader vår. En given tjänst i 500 år. Från tåget överbält steg vi upp på Narvas fält. Det följa ut i eldars spår.
Right. So that seemed... I'm just going to make sure there's nothing after. No. Okay. So like I said, it seems to be covering just their background in general. And obviously the video is them talking tactics, disagreements and all that. So one thing I do have to say, I don't feel like this song is going to be too much on my heavy rotation at all at any point. Musically, it just wasn't the Sabaton I enjoy as much. I don't know. I didn't seem to get into it as much as I normally would. I didn't find like it. I guess maybe. I think the biggest part might be the lyrics and just the way he chose to sing them. I don't find they're as catchy to follow along with, I guess, because it seems more like he's speaking a story almost, but like he is singing, but it almost comes off as like he's telling a story instead of singing it, I guess, for me. I don't think it has anything to do with it not being in English, because we've done Swedish version of their songs before, and that hasn't been the case. There's some of the Swedish versions I enjoy more than the English versions, so I don't think that's the case here. Yeah, I think it just didn't hit as hard as some of the other ones for me. As usual, production wise, it's on point for them. Their videos lately have been looking great. It looks spectacular, even though there's not as much going on here. This isn't like Bismarck where they got all the CGI and stuff in there, but they took time to get the uniforms, get the meals together, get high quality shots, and it still looked great for this. So again, basically it has the one thing that I did get from this. Maybe I didn't enjoy the song as much, but I am going to be looking in the comments for more information about this because I am interested in the whole history aspect of it, which is probably something they would be happy that happened, even if I didn't enjoy the song as much. The fact that I'm curious in the history, obviously with them having their channel that just focuses on history, I'm sure at least makes up for it a little bit. The fact that it's got me interested in knowing more about what the song is about, and I look forward to looking in the comments to see. It's unfortunate that the song wasn't as enjoyable as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot better just for me. I'm sure some of you are going to love it, and I hope you do. Again, my opinion doesn't make the song any worse or better for any of you. It's just my opinion and how I felt about it. In this case, unfortunately, it wasn't something I'll probably be listening to much of again. But I could be wrong. This is a first reaction too. I might have it come up on a Sabaton playlist and hear it a few times, then I'll be into it. So, but off of a first reaction, it didn't really grab me in the way that I was hoping. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I drop new videos. And as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.